Squish. It's squish time.
There you go.
Thank you. Really appreciate it. How's everyone doing? We're just having our normal breakfast food. Everyone have a good sleep? Well rested for Thursday? Jesus Christ. It's fine. It's fine. The Coke is weird. I haven't opened mine yet, but it's just one of those situations where my brain was like, it's coffee time, and it's like coffee and mac and cheese. I'm not feeling that. What do you mean? This is normal. Good. Good. I'm glad we're all on the same page. And you know what? Just to push the normalcy. Beans. Have some beans right away. Because we're not having actual beans, so let's just get the beans out of the way. Patreon.com/StephenGeorgeMamix. We appreciate your support over there for insane, stupid things like this. Also, I see you, Jules. How you doing, buddy? You might be tempted to assume that this has something to do with a different stream that happened yesterday, but I can assure you that when Mao and I got out of bed, the first thing we did was face each other and scream in unison with no prior explanation to each other, "I love mac and cheese." That's what we did this morning.
Didn't check at 1 a.m. to see if it was in the pantry and make sure we have enough milk.
No. In song as well. Yeah. Yeah. That was the first line of the first verse of 7 verses. There was just so much. But we all got very excited. I say all because Kepler was included. He was very excited about the mac and cheese. Give me the salt. So I'm going to tell you something. Mal bought this mac. This is the
Kraft dinner.
The classic Kraft dinner mac and cheese. Mm-hmm. She bought it at the store.
Right, Thomas?
Coffee.
Thomas, I'm mixing it in. Also, you can't see the classic blue box. And this was like what, a week or so ago?
Oh, it was like 4 weeks ago.
It's not that I've never had this before. I've had this before. But growing up, my mother made homemade mac and cheese all the time.
And it's amazing.
I mean, like, this was something that we had a lot of. My mom's a vegetarian, so, you know, it's not that we never had meat. We would have meat occasionally. But, like, there was definitely an emphasis put on some other different dishes, and one of them was mac and cheese. We had a lot of mac and cheese. And I gotta tell you,
This does not compare?
I gotta tell you, this sucks. Like, this is the saddest mac and cheese. Wow. Wow. Salt makes it better. Damn. Anyway. It's good for a gag. But you bought this.
Mm-hmm.
So you were planning on having this for like a lunch or something?
For a side?
You mean for a breakfast? As a totally normal breakfast meal.
This is so much.
We should probably make sure that everyone's in on the joke. Because I'm sure that there were several people
Who have no idea.
have no idea what's happening. And I'm going to be honest. The great thing about this is that on its own, with no other reference, it still stands as a joke. We start a breakfast stream with Coke at 9 a.m. Oh wait, this is a bit? It doesn't have to be. This can just be the start of something great. So yesterday... No, I gotta back up a little bit, actually.
Tuesday.
I really need to go back to Tuesday. On Tuesday, Peggy attacked. But a young boy with a guitar was able to make her go away. And that boy's name was Family. Last name Jules. Jules was here, which was a little concerning to me because Jules is on the West Coast. We had a nice little chat on Tuesday. And then, yesterday, a young doorbell man boy. Man boy is a good phrase. Yesterday, I got tagged on Twitter from Adri, and it said breakfast stream. And like, when I saw it, my brain was like, "Oh, that's cute." And I hadn't clicked it yet. I was just like, "Coffee." Like she just used this to start her stream or whatever. And then I was like, "Let me click this button." So I clicked it, and I was like, "Mallory, Mallory, look at this." It was Jules and Adri. Exact same layout. Breakfast stream logo. Everything looks basically the same. Hi, Adri. And you know, I just started laughing. It was very, very funny. So then I showed up and chatted a little bit. But Adri was eating mac and cheese. So this is a reference to that. It's a big circle. Big circle of comedy. That being said, part of the joke is still eating mac and cheese from a box at 9 a.m., which really makes me feel like Stu Pickles in that episode of Rugrats.
Try making it. Sitting there occasionally stirring the noodles.
You are the true Stu Pickles.
Drinking my Coke. Oh.
There was a part of me. Oh, and Sab's here too. Hi, Sab. There was a part of me that was like, no, you can still drink the coffee. And I was like, just don't puke on screen. Just don't do it. Because I may have done it. There's so much mac and cheese
I
here.
know.
How many servings does this make?
Oh, I have no idea.
And it gets cold so fast.
Yeah, it does.
Keep eating it. Like God.
A friend of mine growing up would have this all the time, and she'd eat like the entire box. And she's like super tiny.
Listen, don't tell Thomas. Don't tell Thomas.
Don't tell Thomas.
Don't tell Thomas I'm doing this. Jesus, I really need some help getting this down. Really need some help getting this down. Thomas, listen, buddy. I don't know the last
Thomas is gonna break in again. Take all our salt.
Oh yeah! If Thomas was a Kool-Aid man, he'd bust through and go, read books! That's how it'd work. Listen.
He puts so much salt in things.
Listen! It's important to taste things. You can't taste things if it doesn't have the salt. Salt enhances the natural flavor of food.
Until it's way too salty.
I know all this cheesy salt can't be good for you. Oh God! Look what's happened. Look what's happened. Mom, no. We've got so much fresh. You gotta wait at least like a week. I got a message from my mom that says, "I will make you some real mac and cheese."
And not the big tray, please. That's way too much.
Please don't give us
a Thanksgiving serving.
Thanksgiving serving. I just can't do it. That being said, this will be fresh in my mind. I'm real curious.
To compare.
Man, Thomas, you know the best thing about mac and cheese? The salt content. Hands down, just my favorite thing. It's very salty now. Milk bombs. Thank you, tired psychopomp. Got the milk bombs this morning. You know what would be worse than having this with Coke?
Having it with coffee?
I was going to say having it with milk.
There's milk in it.
Yeah, well, it's not the same as, like, drinking it. Look at that.
2 milk bombs.
Thank you, son. My son, Jules, gifting out 5 subs. I appreciate that. Making sure everybody stays nice and healthy and keeps a good amount of calcium in their bones. Whether you get it from mac and cheese or a gift sub. Build up them bones.
My feet hurt really bad, by the way. We went for a walk yesterday, and we walked 3 miles.
Do you like penicillin on your pizza? It's too much salt. Salt is a good thing that you should put on your food. I do it whenever I am in the mood. It just so happens that will be anytime I'm trying to put some food in me. Anytime I put food in me. 5,000 bits from Shy says, do you like penicillin on your pizza? Seriously, man, that is way too much frickin' salt for a single bowl of anything, really. Thomas, I do not endorse this song. Well, here's the thing. Normal people, when they get to the end of a bag of pretzels, probably dispose of the bag of pretzels. Now, in my personal opinion, when you've reached the end of the bag of pretzels, you have gotten to the bonus round. And I'm not saying you gotta dump the whole thing in your mouth. It's real extreme. But just take a little pinch. That's called the devil's dust. Or maybe that's a
not
hard...
the cheese powder that you pour
maybe
on
I'm thinking
this.
of a hard drug. Anyway, the point is, get you a little of that. Get you a little of that. Because it'll put a zing in your step. You'll wake right up. I get a bag of pretzel rods. I mean the good stuff. That long. In the pantry right now, and I'm getting real excited to get to that devil's dust. Why are you this way? Thomas, I love you. And Shy, thank you for the bits. I hope everyone enjoyed a little song. I'm not gonna be able to get through this before it gets cold. I'm still eating it. Why is there so much?
It's the whole box. And you wanted more because I didn't want that much. And you were like, I'll put it in my bowl.
I just didn't want to waste it.
Yeah.
You know? Let me just pour some Coke on this.
See, I should have made Kool-Aid because that and mac and cheese was like childhood. I'd go over to my friend's house and she'd make 2 boxes of mac and cheese and she would eat one and then she would always have Kool-Aid.
Listen, anyone who knows me knows I love Coke. But there is something that feels innately incorrect about drinking this at 9 in the morning. I'm like, no.
Coffee.
I think at some point here, I'm gonna stop.
Chaz agrees with you on the Coke. They're not agrees. Chaz is a...
Morning Coke crew! Hey! Can I make references to that on with the family-friendly tag? I think it's fine. I think they just really don't want me to say the naughty words. I do a pretty good job of that.
Hi, Keppies. Keppy want mac and cheese.
Okay, I can't.
Then stop.
I very rarely waste food, and like
Come on, sweetheart.
I just can't do it. Whew. Good God.
Thomas endorses the morning Coke, but stop using so much salt. Sweetheart.
Tell you what, Thomas. I'll stop using salt on my morning mac and cheese. You stop drinking morning Coke. How about that? Think about the morning Coke crew. I gotta be careful what I say. Try not to choke when I'm talking about the crew that do lots of Coke. 'Cause when I say that, you might be thinking that I'm talking about something else, but really I just mean drinking. I just mean drinking. That one got a little lost, but it found its way home. Hey! Oh, low scores. It's because I was trying to end the line on think, and I realized from my syntax, I was like, no, it needs an ing. And then I had to make drink into an ing. It's alright. Anyway, I endorse drinking Coke. You know, a little. One a day at most. And normally, I think it's because people don't have a window into, like, our lives all the time.
Yeah.
I think sometimes they think that we drink more soda or something than we do.
Yeah, I haven't had soda in like 4 weeks.
Yeah, I actually drink, on average, I probably drink a 12-ounce can of soda, like, once a week. Like,
yeah,
one
you
time
drink a lot of water.
a week.
I mean, it's the same way people think we eat out all the time because that's what we... Well, in the before times, that's what we would film.
In the before times, yeah. It's true. The lack of information is not information, so people assume. But yeah. And also, it doesn't help that in college I was a big proponent of, like, Jones Soda. Mm-hmm. And I love Jones Soda. We actually have some Jones Soda.
We haven't opened it.
But we haven't opened it. Before Corona era. Correct, yeah. That's exactly it. Anyway, that was 5,000 bits from Mr. Game Boy 18. Sing about the morning Coke crew and be careful about your words. Be so careful that you mess it up a little bit, but not so much that it didn't completely fall apart. I had to do a song on First 20 stream. Was that two days ago? 2 days ago. And I had to restart it. Like, I got into it and I was like, nope. Oh, that was a bad one. It's alright. We try. Let me start reading some of these alerts, because there's like 2 or 3 or a bunch. So let's get through this. 19 months from MTAN20. Randomly here for my 19-month anniversary. Super excited for MTAN20 to hit 20 months. Like, that's just going to be...
Next month.
It's going to be a big deal. This was from the other day. This was from Tuesday. Jam sent 300 bits and asked if we could expect a vlog reflecting on the games again. Yes. That's just going to become a new thing. Basically. Once we do those streams, I'm just going to talk about them. It's also a good chance for anyone that wasn't there for the stream, like if they're watching the vlog, to be like, oh, you know, now I can know what's coming up. Which is good. Mr. Game Boy 18 gives us up to Pink XX Kiss. Appreciate it. 11 months from Casey Doc Crafts.
Do crafts.
Oh, Casey Do Crafts or Casey Doc Rafts. It could go either way. Crafts or Rafts. I like both. Hey, it's the former Hallie Mulder 07. I decided to change my username to my actual name. Thanks for being awesome, grandparents. So that might just be the full name. Casey Doc Crafts. We could spend at least 6 more minutes talking about this. I'll move on. 500 bits from Cassie. Morning, grandparents. I had an unfortunate incident where my son bricked my Switch, and I lost access to my 400-plus hour Animal Crossing island. So I had to start over on a new Switch until repairs can happen. But thanks to the Steven Patreon community, my new island is coming along great. I mean, that's I guess, the best outcome from that situation,
Yeah.
but that hurts to read. Like, I do not have 400 hours in Animal Crossing. But if I had a little less to do, would I? Yeah. Yeah. I might not be as far as I think. Played a good bit of it. I'm glad that the community can help. One thing about the Animal Crossing channel in the Discord is like, man, if you need something, they have it.
Yeah.
Haley was telling me actually that she was looking very specifically for a black simple panel, and she
asked like Steven and friends, and none of us had that.
None of us had it, and she's like, I just went in there, and she's like, I got it, and I was able to get it, and then I had people come help me like move my flowers around and all this stuff, and I was like, well, that was really great. She's like, yeah, it was awesome. So thank you everyone for helping Haley. And then as a result, now I have a black simple panel because she mailed it to everyone. So
yeah, she mailed it to all Steven and friends people, and then was like, send it back so I have it.
But now it's in my inventory, so I can order it, which is good. Anyway, my best of luck starting over. The only advantage I see in that is that, you know, with how you lay out a town, maybe starting over gives you a chance that since you know what's happening, you know what's coming, that you can use that to kind of like better decide what to do. Silver linings. Silver linings. 5 months from Davia. Wow, it's been a while since I caught a breakfast stream, but I'm up early this morning, so here we are. Welcome. You're in good company. We get a lot of folks here today. 300 bits from Satsy. So I now have Pop-Tarts for breakfast, with more on the way because they couldn't ship together. That's going to be my breakfast stream until they're gone. Hyperactive sugar rushes. Chat. Sugar or salt?
Sugar.
Salt. Oh, we're like salty and sweet.
Thomas said neither. Thomas, Whataburger or Coke? He said he was having Coke in the morning.
Yeah, but the boy...
Death.
That's what you get. Thomas's catchphrase is like, Whataburger. Like, he goes around and he's like, Whataburger! double, no pickle, dry! Is that it? Double, no pickle, dry? Something like that. I'm close. That's like, you know, that's... Is it close? It is close. Okay, that's because
you've never even been to one.
I've never even been to one. That's how often he says it. Sometimes we're just sitting around and he goes, double, no pickle dry, and I'm like, whoa, we don't have that. Come to the W. I will in the after times.
We almost did in the before times, but then it happened.
But then it became the after time so quickly. Also, did it not become the after time so quickly? We were all just like relaxing, wondering if it would be the after times, and then suddenly we were like, oh, we're in the after times. I mean, during times.
Yeah.
Sorry.
There's 3 things there.
There's 3 things
not
there.
2.
Yeah, during times. Now we're in the during times. Also, yes, my hair's...
insane.
Yeah. And if I was outside during a storm, it would be Carlos. You'd be able to refer to my hair as Carlos. 400 bits from A Good Way Game, Leet. Thank you, Good Way Game. You have a 9-month sub from Byrosio. That's triple plus. Appreciate it. 18 months from Jayzak. 18. 1+. Appreciate it. 20 months from Chrissy G. Thank you, Chrissy. Glad you liked my joke. 18 months from Bug Gamer 24. Good morning. I'm super excited to share that I started a new job in a couple weeks. I'm super excited and super nervous since it's my first degree-related job. But that's great. I mean, being nervous is probably very normal. But the fact that you have a job in your degree is extremely meaningful. So, good work. Keep the excitement. And, like, the nervousness will probably help, too, to some degree. It'll probably make sure you stay on your toes. As opposed to be like, it's fine. 3 months from Back in Red. Hey, Grandpa and Grandma. Needing good vibes as I'm applying for college today. Please pet Kepi for me. He's so cute. Wish my cat wasn't so cold and distant. Also, Steven, when are you making a TikTok account? Listen.
Good luck on your application.
Good luck on your application. I don't know if... Let's see if they can see. Can they see Cappy?
No.
Just a little...
No.
I'm raising...
No. There's an ear.
There's a little Cappy pet. And then back down. He's in the middle of washing. Fortunately, he doesn't go after the mac and cheese.
Jules said imagine you with spiky hair.
That's just me in high school. Believe it or not, there was a time where I cared enough to put product in my hair. That time has been gone for a long time. But when I was in...
He says pics.
Now I'll find some. When I was in high school, I gelled my hair every day. And I got to college and I was like, no, I don't care anymore. And that was just done. There's one there was one school day where, I mean, as much as I could, because I didn't have a ton of hair to do it, but like I did the closest thing I could to Liberty Spikes.
Do you want me to find that picture?
You'll
or just
never find that picture.
Oh.
If I find it for like next breakfast stream or Friday or something, I'll try and do it. But again, don't get too excited. Your hair has to be extremely long to do Liberty Spikes. Joel says, I'm living! There's so many good... That looks like I'm the youngest member of Seinfeld.
Yeah, it does.
She'll find something. Anyway, good vibes for applying to college. And I wouldn't expect a TikTok account anytime soon. I'm lucky I'm on Instagram. I got that one figured out. Everything else is too hard. It's just too hard. Don't expect me to sign up for any future accounts. 5 months for VCR San. Wait, it's Thursday. I'm not ready yet. Did you bring your coat? Or is that Tuesday? It's Tuesday, right? Is that the joke? Tuesday's coming. Did you bring a coat? 20 months for Murmur. How's it been 20 months already? Soon it'll be 2 years. Love you guys in this community. Congrats on 20 months. And yeah, we got, at the end of the summer, right? We started doing breakfast stream in September, so in August, people started hitting 24, which is wild. 300 bits from Summer Essentia. Today's Norwegian fact of the day. Once in 2007, an albatross was spotted in Norway. Norway is not a place where albatrosses should be. Fun! Oh, Mal, what was that, Now I'm gonna forget. There was like a whale or something they discovered that was like thousands of miles away from home.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, see, my brain is...
I found pictures of you. And I put them in mod chat so they can be shown.
Sure. Mods, we got some old images of me. Did you choose, like, you know...
You'll see. Chaz has one.
Realistically... That's a good one. That's a good one. That's, that was when we did a parody video. We did a music video, where we, did, what's the Weird Al song? Canadian Idiot. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I dressed up like, Billy Joe Armstrong.
You took temp tattoos of Pokemon, and then you just put the whole sheet on your arm.
I did. It was fun. It was actually a lot of fun.
There's other photos of you that are good, but they're so low resolution. It's like hard to even see your hair.
Well, back then.
Yeah.
Back then. The cameras, they weren't so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have basically every photo of me on the computer.
I know.
But as far as like what you'll be able to like quickly find, you know, it's a little harder. Yeah, that's a music video that's still on the internet.
Yeah, it is.
It's on YouTube somewhere. If you could probably find it by typing in like Canadian Idiot music video. It's probably there somewhere. If the date says like 4,000 years ago, then that's the one. I haven't watched that in a long time, and I'm real curious as to like what it's like. Like, how upset would I be? I don't know. It's nice to live in the unknown. Be like, I don't know.
13 years ago.
Is that how old it is?
Yeah.
Neat.
You had eyeliner on in that video.
I did it myself. It's the one and only time ever I've ever had eyeliner on, but I was like, yeah, I can do this myself. I gotta keep moving.
Yeah. Moving by eating this.
No, that does not help you move. There's no part of that. When you're done with this, you just want to sit. Oh, Chaz has got the link. Honestly, it might be a higher res on Vimeo.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for the resolution, and trust me, you need it, because your options are probably 320p and 640p. Probably want to go Vimeo. God, I remember buying that camera that would do HD, and it just, it changed everything. Anyway, 2 months from Ravencloak. Good morning. Just taking my 2-month anniversary to say thanks for all you guys do. I got my first breakfast stream at the start of the pandemic as I'm working from home. Figured like it'd be the best time to sub. Cheers. Thank you, Raven. I'm glad that you're enjoying your time here. 300 bits from Nixelpad. Sorry. The message on this, which is from a bit ago, starts with I am uncomfortable, and I'm thinking, this music is making me uncomfortable. I am uncomfortable. Where is the regularly scheduled program I came for? What is this substitute morning show? I walked into. Spread across 2 alerts. Don't worry about it. Sometimes you just eat mac and cheese in the mornings. Sometimes, depending on who you are, the morning might be 4:30 p.m. But we try not to judge here. Well, we try. Mr. Gameboy gives us up to mac and cheese. Not to be confused with Jaff and cheese. 300 bits from Sombermake. Honk to a wacky start of the day. Honk. 300 bits from Item Crafting Live. Thanks to your breakfast beverage choice, I'm now remembering Coca-Cola Black, the coffee cola, the best, worst soda ever to exist. Any discontinued sodas that you remember fondly? We tried, actually, well, I don't know if it's not discontinued necessarily, but 2 different colas that we tried, one in Japan and one in China, and they were both fascinating. The one in China was caramel Pepsi? Am I remembering that correctly?
Yes.
Or like sea salt caramel Pepsi?
Yes, it was sea salt.
And that was wild. Like, the way I remember it was like, you know how when there's not enough soda coming out of the fountain and there's more syrup? That's what it tastes like. It's like something's wrong. You can't quite put your finger on it, but something's wrong. But it was good, but you have to like that. If you don't like that, you're not going to like that. But the one that was really good was the one in Japan.
Mm-hmm. That was like...
It was Pepsi Bold.
Yeah.
Is what it was called. It was called Pepsi Bold, and it was wonderful, and I wish we had it here. And I generally prefer the taste of Coke over Pepsi. This was basically like...
Strong Pepsi?
Yeah.
Like
it was
had
basically
more of the flavor and
I
less...
don't know exactly what it was, but it you would drink it and it would just punch you in the mouth. It was so strong. There'd probably be a lot of people who didn't like it, but I was like, oh man, I enjoyed it. Do you think it's bold? Anyway, I thought those were good. Otherwise, discontinued sodas that I remember fondly, Surge, although Surge actually exists again.
I liked it when it came out. There was another one. Storm? I think it was like only at Wendy's. I don't remember.
I don't remember Storm. But Surge exists again. And RC Cola still exists. There's been many occasions where I've stopped at the rest stop to pee, and I go to the vending machine, and it's an RC Cola machine, and I'm like, where are we? And then I remember, we're in Virginia. 2033 bits from Jodre. This needs some Peggy. Appreciate it, Jodre. Thank you for throwing Peggy at us earlier. 500 bits from PYM181. I have an interview in about 30 minutes. Any possible chance to get some of that breakfast stream luck? That was exactly 29 minutes ago. Luck! I hope we weren't too late. We spent so much time talking about this. Hey, we just collectively wish luck here. And again, we weren't too late. So we're doing it. There's so many lucks in the chat. That means it's working. 300 bits from Shy. You know the feeling when you try to type something that your phone/computer doesn't think is right, so it autocorrects to something completely different in order to fix the spelling? That's always fun, and totally not at all inconvenient or annoying, right? Right? Also, Steven, maybe take it easy on the salt there, buddy. It's a bowl, not a pot. There was so much salt you made me interrupt my long and totally topical message about the trials and tribulations of first world society. I'm surprised how many people were like, that's a lot of salt.
It was a lot of salt.
Well, in my defense, it comes out fast. That's what I usually tell folks. I'm like, it's coming out really quick.
Well, then use less. Stop sooner.
You gotta, it's just hard. It's just really hard. It's alright. And I did it twice. I had to resalt Chaz.
No.
Remember when we had the was it Tuesday we had the conversation about country and city ham? Things are better
It's coming from the man who licked bouillon cubes.
I sure did. And I would do it again. If you've never licked a salt cube, you should. Joel gives a sub to Sab Irene. Appreciate it. Thank you, Joel. 500 bits from GamerGirl2108. Morning, Stephen and Mal. How are you? I just started Twilight Princess HD again because I haven't played it in a while. I figured, what the heck. Never played the HD version. But at some point...
We didn't?
No, we played it on Wii. We played it years before it came out on Wii U. I wonder if they'll re-release that on Switch. We'll see. 300 bits from DannyX6. My nickname in high school was Big Circle of Comedy. Honestly, it sounds like a good nickname. You were well liked then. 17 months from Cosmic Surf. Took a page out of your book and got a new vehicle last night. 2015 Chevrolet Sonic. I've named him Knuckles. Psst, mods, there's a pic and image dump. I saw this. It's red. Because it's Knuckles.
Yeah.
I know, I saw a picture. Last night. I didn't see enough of the context to know if you got a vehicle or if you got your current vehicle resprayed. I actually, in the context of what I was reading, I thought you had got your vehicle resprayed red to make the joke. And I was like, that is some serious devotion to the Sonic franchise and to comedy.
But now that you know.
But now that I know, it just makes more sense. Oh, and Spark Strike, thank you for the milk bombs. Look at that. 10 subs. Appreciate it. Anyway, yeah, mods, if you want to post a picture of Cosmic's vehicle, you're certainly able to. I was like, oh wow, Cosmic got the car resprayed to be red. Yeah, that's the one I saw. That's a shiny vehicle. Look at that thing. That's the same color car that we drove when we were in Denver?
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't know what car we had.
I don't remember what the type of car either.
But we had a car that was that color red.
It was very red.
It was very red. Thank you. Neat. Cars are fun. Remember when we got a chance to like drive cars around? And now there's just nowhere to go.
We were talking yesterday during our walk about how we forget that we have the Subaru now.
Yeah.
Because we haven't gotten to take it places.
Yeah. It's actually remained a surprise.
Every time we get in the car, we're like, oh yeah.
Because like we are only leaving now like every 10 to 14 days. Mm-hmm. So when we go into the garage, I'm like, oh yeah. It's like every time. Oh yeah, we got a new car. Well, bye. I'm looking forward to driving it somewhere other than the grocery store. Mm-hmm. Someday. 300 bits from Shishu-sama. So I got a new coffee recently. It's called Amadel Coffee, translate to Soul of Coffee. I can only think of Alma Armus from Valhalla. I've only played a tiny amount of Valhalla. I really liked what I played. Like, really liked what I played.
What are you doing?
To the point that I would like to finish it up at some point. But I'm not familiar with the character because now I don't remember. It's been a few months since I played that. You gonna take a picture of our son?
There.
He's being very cute.
He's rolling on your lap.
Is it already time for cat tax? We're not even that far. Apparently, yes, it's time for cat tax. 300 bits from Prince. Honk honk. My first shift is in forever is at 11 today, noon for you guys. And the fact of the matter is, I'm bouncing with excitement. My next bit message is from Al to read. It's a poem I wrote called Prophecy. And it's written as if the character Kara from Undertale wrote it. Also, do you not put a few drops of ketchup in your mac and cheese? Just enough to turn it into a slight orange? I always do. I have never done that. That seems not like terribly unusual. Like
I've heard of a lot of people doing that, but I never did.
I can understand ketchup and cheese going together, but like I've never done that. No, that is something different. Did you post cat text?
I did. I didn't know if the mods posted it though.
Oh, I might have missed it. I don't know. We'll come back to it. 20 months from Randy B213. Good morning, Stephen and Mal. Oh, there it is. That's our boy. Again, literally the least flattering angle for our son. But it's fine.
He's actually a really thin cat.
I mean, he's muscular, but yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For his size, yeah.
He's just...
For his weight division. Yeah. Anyway, sorry. 20 months from Randy B. Good morning, Stephen and Mal. My husband recently got a job last week alongside me with 1-800-CONTACTS. He's in training and loving it so far. Hope you guys are doing great this morning. Happy 20 months. Well, that's really cool. Especially if you're, like, working together. That's neat. I mean, like, I do that too, I guess. It's similar.
Similar.
Not the same.
No.
If you asked me to pick up a paintbrush, I'd be like, you sure? You real sure? You may want to change your mind. Tired Psycho Pomp gave those 5 subs to Little Nin, Supersonic Dog, Dr. Not Yep, Cocomat812, and Link Boys. It's a good name. And then the 5 subs from Jules went to Jadex Mickey, West Mansion, Ghost Kid 825, Shul Your Sister 171, and Zelda King. Shyler. Well, is that how you pronounce it? It's got a U in it. I mean, that's why I said Schuler. I think Schuler's more accurate. I don't know. Never read that name before. That's a new one. Hold on. What's playing? Oh, it's something from Minecraft that's real low. Does it get louder? Let's jump to the middle. Yeah, it gets louder. I really like the Minecraft music, but anytime I use it in videos, I have to be extremely selective about like what parts I use.
Yeah.
Because a lot of it just starts out like as a whisper. And I'm like, yeah. It's pronounced Skylar. Oh. So we're both wrong. I love it when we're both wrong, though. I like that the most. 19 months from Dark Sky Destiny. 19 whole months and I come into mac and cheese breakfast? That Kraft mac and cheese is the devil's food. Anyway, I hope you all enjoy a productive day and don't overwork yourselves. It's going to be a good day. It's going to be a very good day, actually. Yesterday, I actually recorded more Morning Mario. Because I was like, I'm ahead. I'm going to get just a tiny bit further ahead.
Well, you had everything set up for the first 20 stream.
Exactly.
And it's the same setup as Mario.
Changing the setup from one side of the room to the other is like, it's painful. So I was like, well, everything's set up. I'm going to do just a tiny bit more. And I did. And I felt better. I felt better. 30 bits from Gold Mage. An albatross's breakfast will typically consist of fish and squid, so sushi minus the seaweed and rice. How would you like that for breakfast?
I would have sushi all the time.
I'm not a big squid guy. I'll eat it if it's fried. That's about it. And could you rate the different kind of breakfast that you've had on the tier list? And rate the idea of a sushi breakfast somewhere in there.
Sushi breakfast.
Sushi breakfast is something I wouldn't want to have all the time. Because I like the very traditional pancakes, eggs, bacon. Oh man, yesterday we made super brekkie.
Yes.
That was yesterday, Mal. We had super brekkie.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, yesterday we had a lot of breakfast foods. So I was like, this is the day we're going to do super brekkie.
Yeah.
It's like you're ashamed of our love for super brekkie, Mal.
Just you.
You're just ashamed of me? That sounds about right. Yeah, super brekkie. BREKKIE.
Frostix link to Instagram. You put a picture there.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot. I had a picture on there. Yeah. It was hash browns, avocado toast, eggs, and bacon, and coffee.
We had one avocado left, and it was mostly bad. And yeah, I had to make the bacon for dinner tonight or tomorrow.
Oh, we've discovered the mac and cheese. I'll make sure people see him.
What's up, Kippy?
Oh, he doesn't
he's
care.
Done.
He's never cared. He's never cared about people food.
No.
Thankfully.
Sagan loved people food.
Oh my god, Sagan would.
Especially if we had chicken.
It was real bad because we would finish cooking, and like there would still be like the tray with like the juices on it, and sometimes we would be in the living room and I'd hear something and I'd turn around and he would be up like trying to eat. Yeah, a little chicken thief.
Yeah.
Smart cat.
Or if we had like a rotisserie chicken and I was shredding it to freeze or something, like, oh, he would not leave me alone.
The most food motivated cat I think I've ever seen. Anyway, 500 bits from Prince. Oh, you're supposed to read this poem.
Promises made, promises kept. Promises with an unknown end. Being part of prophecy is everyone's fantasy, coming and going to make the world empty. Freedom is calling, or is it death? Hope, optimism depends on how you read it. The prophecy is true. It's already happened once, twice, thrice. It's come true. They're finally free. I have a prophecy of my own. Time will stop and time will stall until once again we're forced to fall.
Do you do this after poems too, or just at jazz clubs? I'm not sure if it's. I don't know. I'm gonna do the snaps. Prince, thank you for sharing. Appreciate it. Yankee Gal 13 gives a sub to Indigo Fox. Thank you, Yankee Gal. 4 months from Crystal Hero. I've been gifted subs a few times before, but now it's time for me to subscribe myself. Also, it is 6 a.m. You're in good company. Doorbell Man is here. And he also is in the land of 6 a.m. Although I guess now it's creeping a little closer to 7. So we're getting a little bit later. That's good. Hi. That's my impression of Jules. Is it pretty good? I can do spot on impressions of everyone in TRG, and I'll only make about 80% of them mad. 400 bits from Cobalt Custard. Grandfather, I respect your opinions on salt, but I disagree with you completely. It seems like that's most people here are of that camp. People don't like the salt as much as I do. Can you sound like John? Hey guys, I'm John. That's pretty good, honestly. I mean, I just thinking it through in my head. That's pretty accurate. I mean, he usually has the hat on, but if he doesn't have the hat on, his hair is kind of like this. And he's got like video games. So I've got video games.
So that sounded more like Adrian.
I've got video games, and I'm John. He's slowly morphing into Jerry Seinfeld. Just very gradual. I can hear it. What's the deal with my game collection? I don't regret a thing. 16 months from Dalek City. Thank you, Dalek. Do Lord Donator. Soon everyone will realize that everyone in TRG is just Jerry Seinfeld. What's the deal with me taking this lamp? Is it evil, or am I evil? Or will we not find out until TRG4? I don't know. It's the lamp. 300 bits from Genophilia. Take it all the way, Grandpa. Poor Pour salt in your Coke and inject it directly into your bloodstream. Do it, you won't. I don't think you should inject Coca-Cola into your body. Like, it goes in here. It doesn't go, like, anywhere else. It seems like a bad idea. 13 months from Rise and Roll. 13 months. Twitch finally let me resub. Thank you. Love you guys. Grandpa, have you ever heard of lemon pepper? It's great. Yeah! We love to put lemon pepper on,
tilapia.
Mm-hmm. And, like, some other things. It's good on chicken, too. Although there's other choices.
Yeah.
There's other choices I'd rather put on chicken. What's the stuff we're using now that's so good?
That we did the other day?
Yeah.
That was a marinade. Like an herb and garlic
Yeah, but it was... You remember the company? Is
no.
it Was it
McCormick?
It's McCormick, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's real good. Like, some of the best chicken. Some of the best chicken. New Paper Mario announced today. What is going on Twitter?
Sab says, I want to hear Steven do rapid-fire impressions of everyone.
Remind me at the end. You're going to be disappointed when everyone sounds identical. Everyone will sound identical, and then I'll make, like, one person a pirate. Be like, "Arr, I'm Carlos, and I can do the toot-toot. Toot-toot!" That's my word for woodwind instruments. Woodwind, or... It doesn't matter if you blow into something. That's a toot-toot. What was I doing? 300 bits from Shy. Hello and welcome to Breakfast Stream. Today's Breakfast Stream is brought to you by Coke. Which kind? That's up to you. Use the promo code StephenGeorge when picking up any pack of 6 or more Cokes at your local totally not shut down and or ransacked grocery stores to receive a sideways look. And if you keep insisting the code, you could get personally escorted off the premises. And for the fans of the Devil's Dust, the promo code also works with your local drug dealer. Yikes. 500 bits from Mr. Gameboy 18. So apparently Nintendo decided to post a new game video 30 to 40 minutes ago, depending on when you read this, for Paper Mario The Origami King, due to release July 17th. Not sure how to feel about this. The video's only 2 minutes, so yeah. I just feel like generally Nintendo hypes games up for more than 2 months. That's 2 months away. Is that kind of alarming? That seems kind of alarming. I'm just trying to... Like, the last Paper Mario game was the bad one, right? Is it Sticker Star? That's the one Emil hates? No, that's not the last one. The last one was for Wii U, the Color Splash. But Color Splash didn't do, like, super great either. Color Splash, everyone was kind of like, eh. And Sticker Star was the one people were like, no. I don't know, man. It doesn't bode well if they're like, there's a game coming out in 2 months. The real question is, does it look like Thousand Year Door? Because if it doesn't look like Thousand Year Door, no one will be happy. Just re-release Thousand Year Door. Just do it. Make that money, Nintendo. So many people will buy that game. So, there was no gameplay. Well, do it, you cowards. They really should. Like, it's kind of crazy. Like, there hits a certain point where, like, so many people have talked about, like, remember a game fondly, and it's been long enough that they've talked about it to the point where other people have never played it. They're like, oh, that must have been a really good game. And these people haven't played it because it was only ever on GameCube. GameCube was a long time ago. So, Diddy Egg says, you'd like Super Paper Mario. I've played it. I beat the whole thing. I played it when it came out, which was also a really long time ago. We got a sub from Light Rock. Thank you, Light Rock. 2 months from Corthal McAfee. I'm actually able to attend the stream because I went to sleep at a decent time. It's great! Also, 2 things. You 2 are wonderful. And 2, the second part of my name is pronounced McAfee like the antivirus. I think I got it right this time. I must have got it wrong before. Man, sorry, I just remembered that McAfee is an antivirus. I haven't thought about antivirus in... How long have I been using a Mac?
A long time.
Long time. I remember that was that. I mean, I guess antivirus are like still a thing, but I haven't thought about it in a long time. Sparkstrike 13 with the gift subs. 10 subs to Chaos Spectre, Only Silence 46, Little Nintendo Girl, Snozzy 6, Matthew Jordan, Krusty Bedsheets 1, Mr. Dark Rose, Iridian 77, Danny DeVito, There's like several underscores. I assume that you're supposed to hold the Danny. And Hannah Uchiha 65. Spark Strike, thank you. Appreciate it. Max come with McAfee. I mean, it would work. It works. It rolls off the tongue very well. 300 bits from Shishisama. Steven, has someone ever gifted you a salt lick for a birthday or Christmas? Are you secretly a deer? How long? That was in college, right?
Yeah.
Did you do it?
No.
Wow, you seem disgusted. But would you?
No.
Okay.
We don't have any.
How willing? I'm just throwing this idea out here. I'm just throwing it out.
No.
If you had a little devil's dust,
No.
a little bit of that salt at the bottom of the bag.
No.
Just one little.
No. No.
What if I did something that you told me to do?
Full spoonful of sour cream.
Oh my god. Ah! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, I'm sick. Oh, I'm so sick. What if it was your little coffee spoon?
No, a regular spoon.
No, it's too big.
Soup spoon?
What's wrong with you? That's not how haggling works. I'll give you $5. Sold. No, wait, I'll give you 10. Sold. Stop, I'll give you 50. Gross. I don't even hate sour cream, but like you don't just eat it. You just don't.
A ladle? 63 Phil says.
God, I would be...
I don't eat it for fun. It's just like when we're done having tacos, I'll lick the spoon.
You're just not supposed to... That's not how you consume it. I'll tell you what.
What?
I'll make you a deal.
What?
I'll make you a deal. I'll make you a deal. Here's what we'll do. This is. You don't have to agree to this. I'm just making an offer. Making an offer. So just hear me out. Making an offer. You take. Also, Jules, that's gross. You take the tiny spoon. And we fill the tiny spoon
with a dollop of Daisy.
With sour cream.
Yeah, not level. Steven, those spoons aren't even...
We level it out to make sure that we get the measurements right.
Well, then we should do a teaspoon.
You're not gonna like the next part of this.
Oh, it's gonna be the same equal amount of salt?
I think we should have to eat the same amount of stuff.
No.
The same amount of sour cream.
Salt has more punch. You can't do that.
What would the equivalent of sour cream be to a teaspoon of salt?
Tablespoon of sour cream to a teaspoon of salt.
So you're telling me you would eat an entire teaspoon of salt? Don't kill off Grandma. I definitely put a teaspoon of salt in this, so I'm like, no, this seems fine. Where was I? 510 bits from Macau 2020. They just announced a new Paper Mario game. Looks like the 1,000-Year Door gameplay system. Oh, well, that's more promising. I missed that part. I'm going to have to watch this after, because now I'm really curious. 300 bits from Ange. It says, on the topic of bouillon cubes, when I was 8 or 9, I found a beef bouillon cube in my room and thought it was a chocolate. Couldn't eat anything with beef broth for at least 10 to 15 years after that. I like them. You just... you know, it's each their own. Everyone likes different things, and apparently I like things that most people don't. Ziasarn subs. Thank you and welcome. You got 4 months sub from Tropical Freeze 21. Now, when Goku dies, is he a dead grilled cheese pizza? It depends. Did he die in a puddle of tomato soup? Because if he did, legally, yes. Yes, he is. 300 bits from Danny X6. My other nickname in high school was Big Squid Guy. Before Splatoon made it cool to be a big squid guy. 2 months from Big Haas 96. Appreciate it. 6 months from Larson M. Good morning, grandparents. Big question. Pancakes or waffles? I have an opinion. What's yours?
I
don't want to influence yours.
Pancakes.
Okay, I was going to say pancakes. I love waffles.
I like waffles just because of the Mystery Science Theater song.
Raisins in my waffles. Also, you like it because of the song?
Yeah.
But you actually like waffles.
W is for the many ways that they're served.
Coffee!
I mean, you're a bigger Mystery Science fan than I am. You've seen more, so...
It's a Joel episode. It's an old one.
Anyway, I can tell you one thing. If French toast was on that...
French toast would be top.
Mal would choose French toast. But between pancakes and waffles, yeah, pancakes.
Thanks, Chess.
Pancakes are more versatile, to be honest. They just are. There's more ways that you can play around with them. You can put stuff in waffles, but you can make pancakes in various sizes and thicknesses. Waffles are pretty standard. So.
Yeah.
Virginia says waffles are less soggy.
Yeah.
Why are you eating soggy pancakes?
Pancakes flop. Waffles hold they're like a disc.
Yeah, I mean, as a result...
Depending on how they're made in, like, the waffle iron.
Yeah, and also the batter matters a lot, too. Like, in either one. Because you can have soft waffles, you can have waffles that are a little crunchier. In my humble opinion, waffles should not be crunchy. No. Should not be crunchy. It should be soft. Guess it depends how long you cook it, too. 8 months from Nemo from the Hills. Your John sounded like Homestar. I'ma make it on my own. That was a pretty good Homestar. 300 bits from Danny X6. Jab the salt coke into my leg, yeah. Salt's good. In moderation. 300 bits from Shy. If the TRG family were comedians, who would they be? And most importantly, who would be Mitch Hedberg? Oh man, that's so hard. Jack has the most Mitch Hedberg vibes to me.
Yeah.
Like, beyond a shadow of a doubt, Jack is Mitch Hedberg. Joel says, can I be Bill Hicks? I'm trying to think, like, what kind of vibes I give off. It depends what mood I'm in.
Yeah. Because I can think of a few I would just...
Yeah. Depending on the mood, I could be... I could be Jim Carrey. Mm-hmm. Or George Carlin.
Yeah. Those were the two I was thinking of.
The dichotomy of Steve and George. There's no way I'm going to sit here and list every single person. But Mitch Hedberg is definitely Jack. Stephen Colbert? Yeah. Yeah. He's a South Carolina boy, too.
Yeah, Charleston.
He's from Charleston. 1,400 bits from Nixelpad. Don't threaten Grandma with salt. A teaspoon of salt is not equal to a teaspoon of sour cream, especially leveled out. We don't know that.
We do.
We haven't done the science. And that's important. Science is important. Who would be John Oliver? Jepsen? Jepsen's certainly got some of the mannerisms. Yeah, maybe Jepsen. Anyway, 300 bits from Danny. I don't know what's worse, the fact that we haven't had a good Paper Mario since Thousand Year Door, or that we haven't had a good Star Fox since Assault. I mean, Nintendo can't get it right all the time, I guess. Although some of it seems like easy swings, you know. Like some of the games, I'm like, clearly fans weren't happy with this last game. Why did you make another game similar to the game that people didn't like? It's fine. Oh, that's cool. Stephen Colbert's older brother was my 8th grade history teacher around the Charleston area. That's neat. There's all sorts of like little small world things like that too. Mm-hmm. We haven't had a bad F-Zero for a while. Yeah. God, I wonder if we'll ever have another F-Zero. I don't think we will. I really don't.
How was your Coke?
It's good.
You didn't finish your mac and cheese.
You know what?
You have so much Kraft dinner left.
I didn't, and you knew that I wasn't going to finish it.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately. And that's okay. I'm going to be honest, Mal. I'm probably still going to have a coffee.
Yeah, now that I don't have mac and cheese taste.
The minute that I don't have this taste in my mouth, I'm like...
Coffee.
Coffee's what I really want. I mean, I drink coffee every day. I should take a little sabbatical from coffee, though.
Yeah.
I should. Because I've been doing the...
Jules wants you to have coffee.
I haven't finished my Coke. I'd have to go downstairs. I'll probably just have it after. But I actually should take a break from coffee because I've been keeping track of the food.
Yeah.
And like trying to find out if there's any weird things with me. And then one of the consistencies is that I always drink coffee. And I'm like, well, maybe I should cut coffee out to see if that affects things. Because I like tea. I'll drink tea. And I usually have... I don't have a cup of tea every day. But I'll usually have... Like every other day I'll have a cup of tea. I like tea. And salt. You need to see if you... I definitely...
Steven's not allowed to salt my food. Like if he... I have the hiccups now. Makes broccoli or something. He's not allowed to salt my food. He can salt his.
Don't you want to taste it though?
The salt? No, I want to taste the broccoli. It's the same reason that I don't put a ton of seasoning on certain things, because I want to taste the food, not the seasoning. What's something else that you're like, you didn't put enough of this on it?
I mean, in my defense, Mallory, and you would agree with this, when you make food, you don't add enough salt. You would agree with that.
I mean, yes, when I'm cooking.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying.
Because I don't want to over-salt it.
And when I salt it turns out fine. And I'm always careful about it. When I'm salting the dish, when we're cooking, and Mal is always too scared to salt it, and I go, I got this,
like
so I'll
a
salt
soup,
it.
yeah.
And I'll salt it, and it's fine. After it's done, may I add salt to my personal dish? Yeah, but I keep myself, I keep it in perspective. Steven used to put too much butter on toast. Yes, Sab, that was a bad. That was on me. I've done better though, because I stopped putting butter on toast completely. For a while I was doing jam, and then I just started just eating it plain. And I haven't had toast in a while though. But when we have things to put on it, I'll put stuff on it. I don't eat eggs a whole lot now, but when I do, I like them on toast. And if we can get an avocado's really good on toast. Mm-hmm. I gotta heat it up, but it's fine. It's good.
You have to have warm avocado.
It's just, I don't know. It's a thing for me. It has something to do with the cold nature of the texture. It's off-putting. I want the toast and the thing on the toast to both be kind of warm. Although I don't have to microwave jam, so I don't know. I also used to toast bread with the butter already on it. You're in good company. You're in good company, Carlos. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, there is. You could burn down the house. But other than that, what's going to go wrong? Nothing. And you can only burn the house down once. I mean, unless you move. But I think by that time you'd probably learn. Probably.
You have so much to learn.
I've learned a lot. I've been alive for a long time.
Still don't know how to do the laundry.
That's not exactly true. I can do laundry. I don't understand how this machine works.
Okay, yeah.
I did laundry in college. You think I just burned my clothes every time they got dirty? Dan comes into my room like, what's that smell? I'm like, I'm burning my clothes again. I don't know how to wash them. I have to just keep burning.
You don't know how to use this machine.
Yeah, and that's fine.
We're gonna have this machine for a while.
It's fine. Every time I need to use it, I just ask.
Me to do it, yes.
Yeah, and it's fine. I mean, sometimes I'll do it, but I have to ask you how to do it, and eventually you just like, I'll do it. And I'm like, okay. But we have chores. And that's what makes things work. We have shared responsibilities, and then we also have our own responsibilities. And that's basically made things work pretty well. Because, like, you typically do laundry. Uh-huh. Although I help prepare laundry and sort laundry. Mm-hmm. You do the actual button pressing, because too many buttons. I don't know how them buttons work. It tells you on the phone. That gives me anxiety. But I do the dishwasher. I scoop the cat's box. Mm-hmm. We have roles that we've fallen into, and like we've been how many years have we been together, Mallory? Like 1,000? Yeah. So in that time we've
12.
Oh my God. It's a long time. So that's one of those things, like, you get to a certain point. Yeah, 12,000? You get to a certain point and you just kind of either discuss roles or naturally fall into roles that you're going to do. And I think it's been okay.
Yeah.
And I feel like we're comfortable with each other. To the point that if we had a problem with a particular chore, that we would just say it. But it's never been too much of a problem. The actual, like, the part of laundry that you're doing for the most part is basically the button pressing.
Yes.
Like, if you say it like I do the laundry, that does make it sound worse than what actually occurs. Because
I also switch it over and take out the stuff that can't go in the dryer and.
Yeah, I help fold things.
Yeah.
I'm involved in the laundry process.
I'm short, and it's hard to reach the
I keep an
dryer.
eye on that laundry.
The dryer is too high up in the air.
Satsy says, you still don't go to bed angry, I hope. Yep, that's always been a rule. That's a good rule. That's such a good... There's no, like, one-size-fits-all, like, relationship. There's just not. Like, you can't take something that you see other people do and apply it 100% and expect it to work for your specific situation. It just won't. But as a general rule, I think it's a really good rule.
63 Phil said that I don't wash by hand. I used to do some things by hand, like when I was teaching, because I had delicate stuff. But now that I'm home, I don't have, like, things that will fall apart in the wash.
Yeah. Penguin says, if people need time to be angry and digest it, then you might be able to work out going to sleep angry. But this is what Steven's currently saying. Yeah, not going to be a one-size-fits-all situation. People are going to be different. And it's not like, I don't ever want anyone to say that, oh, Steven said if you go to bed angry, your relationship is bad. No, Lord, no. Because, again, different people can do things differently. And does it feel good to be mad? Yeah. And sometimes it is nice to have time to process that yourself. And also, the amount of time that you spend mad makes the apology better, to some extent. Like, there's probably a limit on that. But if Mal and I have a tiff, there's a brief period of time where we're like... But for all of that, when we finally are like, hey, sorry, then you feel better.
Yeah.
So however long you made the squinty face, when we finally get back together, it's like, okay, that's good. We generally have, like, really stupid tiny arguments. We never really have anything big, but we have like really dumb things that we'll get upset about. But I guess it's just what happens when you're together all the time for 12 years.
Yeah, all the time.
Like, literally all the time. We just can't get away from each other. I wouldn't have it any other way, though. There in bits from Nixelpad says, when y'all do laundry, do you separate your colors, or do you just do the old college move and just throw them all in together?
We separate by colors.
Mallory makes us separate by colors.
But also, like, I separate sometimes by delicates. Like, things that need to be on a gentle cycle, those get pulled separately. And sometimes there's multiple piles of them.
Okay, so here's the deal. I have strong opinions about this.
And then I also like pull all of like the jeans and stuff that are a bit more heavy duty. Those get washed all together.
When I was in college...
So they don't ruin anything else?
When I was in college, I did all of my laundry together. All of it.
Yeah, well, you wore only t-shirts and jeans.
Well, here's the thing. People are like, you have to separate by color because the colors will run or whatever. That never happened.
I mean, that normally doesn't happen, especially given modern soaps and using cold water and stuff like that. But it has happened, and I've had it happen.
I remember one time where you had jeans.
Yeah.
That literally, like, it's like they were full of ink.
Yeah.
After you bought them, and they just bled blue everywhere. And I was like, what kind of crappy jeans are these? So yeah, can it happen? Yeah. Yeah. Thomas says, Britt won't let me do laundry because I don't separate by color. I mean, I wouldn't separate by color. If I lived by myself, Thomas says, and also colorblind. Yeah, that's kind of probably the bigger issue. But like, if I lived by myself, I probably wouldn't separate them. Because when I lived by myself, when I lived with 3 other guys, I didn't separate it, and it was fine. It was fine. But is there a possibility? I mean, technically, so we separate by color. But again, if I was doing it myself, it's fine.
Like I washed all the towels together and the sheets.
Yeah.
Separate.
Oh, thank you for the milk bomb. Got 5 subs from Spyro Pyro, not Spyro Pyro, Spyro Pro.
There you go.
They're a pro at Spyro. To Leafy Invis, Darkwing02, Silveraka, Therian Curie, and Captain Korea 20. That's a cute name. Thank you, Spyro Pro. I keep wanting to say Pyro. Spyro Pyro. I do need to play more Spyro. You know one thing I am jealous of about John? Besides his hair.
You're getting there.
Yeah, give me another week. One thing I'm jealous of is that John does game clearing streams where he just sits down and he's like, I'm going to play through these games. And I'm like, what's that like? It's like, don't get me wrong, I've been enjoying doing our Friday streams, but, you know, we're doing it once a week for 3, maybe 4 hours. And John actually spends a lot more time going through games, and there's so many games I've wanted to play. Little things like that, you know? Like, I get these little inklings too, where I'm like, man, I want to sit down and play through Spyro.
Yeah.
I want to sit down and just play through Spyro 1, 2, and 3, like just experience these things. But they you know, they take a long time, and there's so many. So, just have to regulate the chat. Yeah, I imagine that could be a problem. So long as you still YouTube, you'll never be able to play through a game. That is both tongue-in-cheek and true. to be perfectly honest with you. 2 months resub from Shishu-sama says, what's your favorite thing you accidentally washed that you lost in the wash? And then your favorite thing that survived the wash?
There's only one thing I can think of that got lost. It didn't, like, not to the world lost, but, like, got ruined. I had the skirt I got when I started teaching, or maybe my second year, and it was like indigo, and it was a dip dye, but it was like a reverse dip dye. So it was indigo at the top of the skirt, and then it got to white at the bottom. And it was like flowy, and it felt like waves because it was white at the bottom, and that's where it flared out. And then when it got washed, the dip dye just bled everywhere, and then it was all the same color, and it was really sad.
I can't really...
And I really liked that skirt.
I can't really think of a thing that I lost in the wash. I mean, I've had the same experience of everyone else where, like, sometimes socks are just gone, and you're like, where are they?
I never have that problem.
There's definitely been times where I've finished, like, I pull the laundry out and I'm putting it away, and, like, there's one sock, and I'm like, but where... But usually in a few weeks, it finds its mate.
Well, it's probably because it got put somewhere else. Or...
Yeah. So I haven't really had any bad experiences with washing. And I don't have anything that's, like, really delicate either that...
Yeah, because you wear t-shirts and shorts and jeans.
You're not wrong. We got 500 bits from Darchi, who says, can we get a live reaction of the new Paper Mario for Switch? Probably not going to do a live reaction for that, since it's just a little tiny thing. It's just like 2 minutes. But I will watch it. I'll watch it after this. And I'll probably talk about it on the vlog. About what I witnessed. I don't know. I really expected them to be like, hype it up a little bit longer than 2 months, but sure. I'm just saying, we knew about Animal Crossing like a long time ago.
Yeah. Well, it got pushed back.
Oh, it did, didn't it? That's right. I forgot about that. Anyway, 4 months from Josh R2D2. Josh, thank you. Appreciate that. Will today's vlog be called? I don't know. I haven't lived today yet. I gotta live today, and then I can figure that out.
We did have one thing fall apart in the wash.
What was that?
It was a blanket or something I washed, and like it just fell apart.
Yeah?
And I had washed it before, and then just all of a sudden, it was just in pieces, like tiny little pieces everywhere.
I don't remember that. Carlos said Animal Crossing's delay was the best timed thing in gaming history. Yeah. Yeah, it was. Just for the fact that there's never been a game release as perfectly as this Animal Crossing did. Title your vlog ahead of time, just once. Choose your destiny. But that's not how it works. What's that? Is it
title the vlog, and then whatever you title it has to happen.
I'm going to tell you about...
Like Steven eats tacos.
I'm going to tell you about an idea.
Go have tacos.
I'm going to tell you about an idea I've had.
Not that we go anywhere now.
I've had this idea for years. And I've never done it, which is why I'm going to finally tell you all about it. Because I've had it for so long, I really don't think I'll ever do it. I really wanted to do... like a month. It doesn't have to be like every month, but just a month that was themed, where all of the vlog titles had a specific theme, or over the course of the month, the titles spelled out a message. I've never done that, and I clarify because I don't want people to go searching for messages that aren't there, because there's none. But I've always wanted to do that. But the level of, like, preparedness to do that is so hard.
Just have Thomas write it.
I was inspired by Aqua Teen Hunger Force, because in Aqua Teen Hunger Force, in I think like the second season, every episode starts with V.
There's other shows that do that. Like Seinfeld did that too, didn't it?
Well, it was just a thing for the second season. Like none of the other ones do that. But in the second season of Aqua Teens,
yeah, and Thomas said Scrubs is always my.
Yeah, but the second season of Aqua Teens, everything starts with V, and it's such a joke that at some point there's an episode just called V. Like it was always the whatever, and then finally it was just like V, or maybe it was like VV or the whatever. So I've always thought that would be really funny. To never talk about it, but just do it for a month and see if people notice. So, I don't know. Let's see. Love the shirt. Have you ever played Legacy of Goku? The Game Boy Advance one? Yeah. I had it as a kid. I never played the second or third one, but I played the first one. 3 bits from Shy. You know that feeling when you realize that you spiritually identify with a random unimportant video game character? I realized a while back that I relate deeply with youngster Joey. Shorts are comfy and easy to wear, man. What can I say? I am youngster Joey. But when he's old.
Are you glad it's shorts weather, so you switched to shorts?
Yeah. There's always a weird back and forth, you know? Because you have to like go back and forth as it's like, oh, it's too hot, oh, it's too cold. But it's finally to the point now where I'm just consistently wearing shorts.
It's going to be 82 on Monday. And humid.
We're not going to be able to walk for 3 miles in the afternoon anymore.
No. It's beautiful
we will
out.
Die.
Because I had to go put mail in the mailbox. It's really nice out right now.
I would be willing to keep walking. We're just going to have to do it early.
Yeah.
Can you imagine a future where we wake up before breakfast stream?
No.
Okay. We have humidity.
Jules says humidity in the South.
We got that that extreme humidity.
Yeah.
And it's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice. I actually, you know, it's not something I want to like jog in.
Just because we had cold weather.
Because I don't like to die, but
my dad said Milwaukee had snow. So
it's not right.
He was making banana cake with chocolate frosting, and he said, as I'm doing this, it is snowing.
I miss the desert. I love going outside in Georgia and going for a swim without going in a pool. Oh, that's right. Adri's from Georgia. Is that correct? So you probably visited Georgia several times then. Yeah, I mean Georgia's weather's basically the same weather as here. And
well, we have the ocean at least, so it's maybe 5 degrees cooler.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's more humid here because of that.
Okay, yeah. The ocean. Breathe it in. I miss the smell, though.
Yeah.
I miss the smell. We haven't been down to the beach in a bit, for obvious reasons. Jules says, I've been to Myrtle Beach several times, too. I know of one time. I know of one time, at least. Yeah, it's, I like living here. There are reasons I could see myself living somewhere else. One is just, wish I had a basement. Ain't got no basements.
2 is hurricanes.
Ever heard of St. Simon's, Tybee, or Jekyll Island? Yeah, we went to Tybee a good bit when I lived in Savannah. Because it wasn't that far away. So, you should visit us in San Diego. We might take you up on that in the after times. Sorry, I just whacked you.
Yeah.
I did it a second time as an example of the time I did it 2 seconds earlier.
Don't do it anymore.
Got it. Yeah.
We went through there once when we drove from Tucson to LA. But we haven't stayed there or done anything there. HRF8 says hurricane kind of ties into basements.
We did drive through it. Sorry, I was
more so the water table.
I've been to San Fran, but I haven't been to...
No, we haven't,
We haven't been to San Diego.
We haven't done anything in San Diego. We just drove through it. We didn't even stop.
Was that the time where I was driving on the road too fast?
Yeah.
They didn't have a posted speed limit. I just assumed that in California that meant you could go as fast as you wanted. Mallory had a concern, but it was okay. That was a good rental car. 300 bits for Micro X Roses. My sister's having her baby, so bits for baby Oliver. Oliver! Welcome to the world. My best to your sister. Again, the world marches forward. A strange time to have a baby, but you can't stop the baby.
Here.
Baby's coming.
Come here, Kippy.
And also, it makes for an interesting story later. You can tell baby Oliver, be like, you were born during a global pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
That's neat. If there's no posted speed limit on a gravel road, it's 35 miles per hour. What's the speed limit on, it's the 405, right? Is that the one that I was driving real fast on? Or was it before we got to the 405? I don't remember. All I remember is it was like, I
think it was before the 405, because that was closer to where Alex and Haley lived.
Not David Lynch. You don't exactly choose the pandemic 9 months ago. It's true. Also, congrats to you as well.
Yes, congratulations.
NDL just had his second kid. Like, days ago?
Yeah.
Days ago. Yeah, I don't remember the road that we were... But it was like midnight.
Yeah.
There's like it's pitch black and there's cars everywhere. And that
was around Orange County.
I don't want to describe it in detail.
Whatever highway that
but
is.
We got there in record time. But it was hard not to. There was no posted speed limit. And I was like, oh, okay. So in California, people just drive 85. I don't know if they do, but
Kepler.
no admission of guilt here.
Kepler.
If you're watching California Highway Patrol, this was years ago.
Jules says that is correct.
I don't advocate speeding. I really don't. I drive very, very close to the speed limit. That being said,
when there's no posted speed limit and everyone is 85.
If there's no posted speed limit and everyone else is driving fast, will I drive faster than everyone else? It's, it's possible. I don't know. It was dark. It was hard to see the speed limit, if there was one. Jesus! Sorry. Up here in Ontario, someone got pulled over for doing 190 miles per hour.
Phew.
Okay. Listen. That is too fast. Do not drive that fast. Oh man, remember when we got to drive 85 legally?
Yeah.
That was cool. There's one road in Texas where
we were on.
Where it's the only road in America that has that speed limit.
I thought there were a couple places in Texas.
I don't know. I don't remember exactly what it is, but there's one road in Texas where the speed limit's like 85. And it's so weird because everything...
Phantom says, nope, it's the only road.
Yeah, I believe that's true. And the thing is, speed is relative. So, 85 does not feel that fast if everyone's going 85.
And you're in West Texas.
And there's nothing to look at. There's nothing to, judge how fast you're going. You just look at your speedometer and you're like, huh, this isn't as exciting as I thought it would be.
And in 6 hours, we'll be in San Antonio.
Listen, for all of the Texans, there are parts of your state that's fine. There's parts of your state I really, really would not want to go back to.
And drive through again.
I just can't do West Texas again. Dear God, I just can't do it. It's just 7 hours of nothing with Fort Stanton.
Oh, I think it was Fort Stanton.
Fort Stanton, right in the center. Mm-hmm. Good God. And Fort Stanton's like, welcome to Fort Stanton. We have a Subway.
Yeah, that's where we ate.
And I'm like, Stockton, that's it. Oh, Jesus. Oh. Just, that was just, it was a thing. That's all in the vlog. It's from 2015, I think, summer of 2015. 2014? Oh, that was earlier than I thought it was. Yeah, it's just, not good. Did you guys know there's a road in the LA area with grooves on the road to make your car sound like the William Tell Overture? Is that the one that Tom Scott did a video on?
He did one out in California, but I don't know if it was that one.
There's a Tom Scott video where he talks about grooves in the road that play a song.
And why they're not right.
And how the grooves were wrong.
Yeah.
So the song's wrong. And I don't know if that's the exact same place. That's the Tom Scott video. Also, hey, Tom Scott. Yeah! I like Tom Scott. I don't watch a lot of stuff on YouTube, but if I can learn something in a small amount of time, I'm a fan. Is there anyone in California? So it's got to be. Yeah, so apparently the Tom Scott video is short and to the point, and it shows off the road and it also explains how they got it wrong. I forget exactly what the issue was. There's something that they messed up when they were...
They didn't account for something.
They didn't account for something, and they got the song wrong, so the song is incorrect. But the idea is cool. I like the idea, but yeah, they didn't get it good. They did a bad job. I finished that Coke.
Good. Now you can have coffee.
And I will, honestly. I honestly will. Let's see. We got 20-month sub from Maylene. Thank you, Maylene. And a 7-month sub from Ty.
The NPC.
NPC. I kept reading it Ty, then PC. And I was like, but yeah, it's Ty the NPC. That makes much more sense. Thank you. Is that Steve and George? Yep. I'm Steve. This is George. Hi, folks. We should probably wrap up because we're in a position where we can, and it won't go on for 2 hours.
I can have coffee and play Animal Crossing.
You can play a little Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
And I don't have to schedule things for today.
Uh-huh.
Because with some changes that YouTube made, I can never do that again. Everything needs to be scheduled the day before. Forever.
Yeah.
No more scheduling things the day of.
Coffee!
We'll see how that affects the vlog. Vlogs can still come out the same day, but like there'll just be an unknown amount of time. Basically. I don't know. 300 Bits from Shy says, I'm from the Midwest, and some of my family took a road trip to California. They actually got pulled over by a cop and given a warning for making a full stop at the stop sign. Apparently, the fact that people don't make full stops in Cali, which is just intrinsically wrong, fight me, actually making a proper stop is the more dangerous action. Eek. I mean, when I see people do... I mean, I'm a stickler for that. Like, don't do a rolling stop. Stop your car, darn it. That's what stop sign's for. And I get mad when I see people do that. And I honk. Oh, I honk. Because that happens in the parking lot for the grocery store. Mm-hmm. And I have not been kind.
Not the signs in front of the store. It's the one that's actually a stop sign.
It's an intersection.
It's an actual intersection.
It's an intersection. Mm-hmm. People run the stop sign, and I am not... I don't feel like I have road rage, but I do feel like I gain it a little bit when I see people do things that are very dangerous.
Yeah.
I'm like, maybe don't do.
Turn onto the on-ramp on incoming traffic, and then continue to drive on the road on the wrong side.
We've told them that story before, right?
Yeah.
Where we were coming down the road and there's a ramp to get off, and there was a car coming down the ramp.
And then they got to the end of it, and they were like, huh. And then they kept driving down the wrong side of the road at cars.
Yeah. Like, they realized what went wrong, and then they just kept going. So we had already passed, and I was looking in my rear view, and I'm like, they're still doing it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this happened right next to the grocery store.
Yeah.
And I was like, cool. Cool. Yeah, that's fine. Anyway. But yeah, tying this all into a Tom Scott video. There was a Tom Scott video just about stop signs, about a very particular intersection. And they were talking specifically about how in the UK they don't have stop signs. Or apparently they're rare.
Yeah.
And because they're so rare, like, people don't think about them. Like, they don't use them. Sassy confirms, yep. And, like, that's super weird, because in the US there's stop signs everywhere, and it's very much a thing. So...
And the way... It's not a perfect right-angle intersection. It's kind of...
It's a very fascinating video.
Yeah, it is.
It's one of the most recent ones he put out, so I'd recommend it. Mm-hmm. 500 Bits from Nixelpad, who says, you know what would make this breakfast stream more memorable? Rolling the beans again. You can't roll the beans twice. The beans come out, they get roasted. You can't re-roast the beans. You roast them once. That's just how coffee works. Ask Jeff. I don't know if that's how coffee works. 11 months from Trichianthia. Good morning, grandparents. It's 7:30 and I went to bed at 2 a.m. Take a nap today. Be my advice. Things we need to announce for today, Mallory.
I have nothing. My videos are out. And I need to start my next one.
It's Thursday?
Mm-hmm. Stream tomorrow.
I guess that's the only thing to announce then. Yeah.
Super Mario RPG tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll be jumping back into Mario RPG tomorrow. So, be sure to tune in at 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night for that. Do you remember where we are?
The tower?
Yeah, we're...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're halfway up Booster Tower.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. Yeah. Or are we at the bottom again? No, we're back at the we're
tower, just
somewhere in Booster Tower. So we'll probably be making our way. I bet we'll make our way all the way to the sea tomorrow night, if I'm remembering correctly. Maybe. We'll see. And 19 months for Missing No leader. Missing No, appreciate it. All right, folks, we're going to wrap it up there. Thank you all so much for being here. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, be sure to join us for Mario RPG. Otherwise, I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I'll read this final alert, and then I got to go. Because I have to go drink coffee. Aw. Also, Jules, make sure you get some sleep, buddy. I'm a little like it's not that I don't like the fact that you're here, because I do. But you know, whenever I see that you woke up at 4:30, and then you know, you're here this morning, I'm like, make sure you're getting. Listen, sleep's very important for a lot of general processes. Slept a few hours early. Okay. It's better in a chunk, probably, as opposed to 2 chunks. But as long as you're hitting REM, we'll call it a victory. 300 bits from Danny X6. As a runner, people rolling stops is infuriating. Also, if you're turning right, you also need to look to your right before turning. Yeah. We have a lot... There's a lot of people here that do that, especially in parking lots. Also, people in parking lots drive very fast, and I'm like, what are you doing? This is literally where the people walk. This is where you should be driving slow. This is the place. When I see someone, like, tearing butt through a parking lot, I'm like, hey, buddy, this is... Because you don't know, man. Between the cars, a kid runs out, that's it. Remember that time that I was on the boulevard? I was going the speed limit, which is, you know, like 20, 25. But, like, a kid just ran out in front of me, and I just slammed on the brakes. And then his dad grabbed him and looked at me, and did he beat on the window, or like acted like he was going to? I don't know. It was just a ridiculous thing. I'm like, you can't let your son run into the street. Hold your child. Anyway, be careful out there. Only drive fast in California. That's the only place. Nixelpad gives a sub to. And with that, have a good Thursday, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern, for Mario RPG. God, there's so much macaroni here. Also, that art is great. Dovey, thank you. And you're right, I did forget to do the TRG impressions. But I'm willing to do just a few here at the end. Just a few quick ones. They'll all be Jerry Seinfeld. We're not going 2 hours. This will be quick, I promise. We'll throw out the name, and then we'll do just a few. Just a few.
Jack.
Jack? Mm-hmm. Oh. Let's open this pit. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, dude. Let's open this pit. And then, obligatory, what's the deal with opening this pit? Chugga and Masay. Chugga, Masay. That's a pair. That's a package deal. Jared. Frick! It's pretty good. I think it's a pretty good 8-bit drummer. Adria, oh lord, I don't know if I could. I don't know why I think this is gonna help. I've never attempted to do this, and I'm just like, I think if I pinch my throat, I'll just be able to do it. I'm Adriana. Singing the song. Oh, I gotta sing the ad, right? How's that song go? I don't know the lyrics. It's like do 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 do. Buy a Switch, please do it. Buy Mario, it's really great. Do 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 do. I'm Adriana. Do 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 do. This is an ad. That was pretty good, right? Who? Let's see.
Carlos.
I did Carlos earlier.
Oh yeah.
Carlos do the toot toot. Carlos is how old's Carlos? The joke is like Carlos was born some amount of time ago, like a short amount of time ago, but I don't actually remember how old Carlos. He's like he just turned 21. It's like, I'm Carlos. I'm hold on. he always has his shirt very straight. I'm Carlos, and 10 years ago I was 11, and I do the toot 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 toot. I think that's a pretty good Carlos. I think
Tom.
It was Tom?
Mm-hmm.
Just pretend these are blue.
Beautiful, you did it.
Thanks. Thank you. I'll take my Emmy. Quagsire! That was pretty good. He's always saying, Quagsire! What's the deal with Quagsire? Have I offended just about everyone in the group? I've done pretty good. I think I've done pretty good. John, I want Halo Reach!
Kept leaving.
Yeah, he kept gave up. Also, he doesn't have his glass.
No.
John, I want Halo. He also doesn't do this, but I've decided that in my canon he does. Oh, she's gone. Reese, butts and horses. Butts and horses. Big butts, small horses, butts and horses. That's pretty good.
Bye.
I think this might just be revealing how little I know everyone. I don't know, butts and horses is pretty good. I liked that. Next song will be Butts and Horses. Jepsen and Tyler. Also, I gotta stop. I can't do everyone. Tyler's is easy because Tyler's is just whatever the kids are doing, and I don't understand it. Mal's laughing because she knows it's true. Whatever the dance is, I don't know what the dance is right now, but you know, that's Tyler. Tyler's is, and he's always singing the songs like the mumble rap, and I don't really. So he's just, I'm Tyler. So that's Tyler. Oh God, why would you do this to me? I should have ended the stream. Reese loves two things in life, don't you know that's true? I guarantee she loves these two things way more than you. I'm talking about something that comes from the gut. Her big love is both horses and butts. That's at least what I've assumed. She got that feeling in her gut that tells her that she must love horses and butts. Which means that legally, John must be at least one of those. He must either be a horse or a butt. One of the two. Mr. Game Boy, thank you. for the bits. I appreciate that. I was going to do Jepsen. The defining characteristic of Jepsen is his laugh, because his laugh is actually infectious. If you hear him laugh, you laugh. So in order to do Jepsen, you just do that. You just go, ah! There's more. I love all my friends, I do, they are all so great. And I really hope when they see this that they don't hate me for making some poking fun at all of them. The truth is I really just love all my friends. I love all my friends. And I miss them. I sincerely miss them. I was sad that we couldn't get a chance to do TRG Coliseum in person, but there's always next year. That was 5,000 from Chai, thank you. And then 4 subs from an anonymous gifter to Preedreese, Famine GT, Boy Meet Zelda, Gishley, and Arthur1998. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. Thank you. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. We'll see you tomorrow for Mario RPG! You can't throw stuff at me! Also, joke's on you, I'd already turned the camera off.